Viewer discretion is advised.
I'm the son of a third-generation farmer. I've been married 10 years to the farmer's daughter. I got 2 boys in the county 4-H. I'm a lifetime sponsor of the FFA. Hey, that's what I make a lot of hay for a little pay. But I'm proud to say I'm a God-fearing, hard-working combine driver, hogging up the road on my plower, chugging, lugging 5 miles an hour on my international harvester. Well, I know you got your own deadlines. The cussing in me won't save you no time, hoss. This big wheel wide load ain't going any faster, so just smile and wave and tip your hat to the man up on the tractor, 'cause I'm the son of a third-generation farmer. I've been married 10 years to the farmer's daughter. I got 2 boys in the county 4-H. I'm a lifetime sponsor of the FFA. Hey, that's what.
Welcome to the first episode of Face Off. I'm your host, Girtman. Here with me today is Farmer Billy Hills. Farmer Billy Hills, are you ready to face off with me?
Unfortunately, yeah, I am ready to face off with you, actually.
All right, your first question. What's your inspiration? What started you in the business? Who inspired you to become a wrestler?
I had actually a bunch of inspirations. The main ones off the top of my head, number 1 was Bam Bam Bigelow off the top of my head. Number 2 on that list was Vader. A lot here recently. There's been so many, but really Stan Hansen. Those are really my top 3 guys. You know, some of the things I do in the ring, some people would actually say Dusty Rhodes, but where I emulated him a lot, the way that those big guys that I mentioned could move is the reason why I really looked up to those guys, because where I am, 6 foot, 280 some odd pounds, I can move. So I really looked up to those guys for that.
All right, now, where exactly did you get your start? I know there was a Farmer Billy Hills before ICAW. Where did you get your start?
I actually got my start in a little company which is now closed, actually called New Blood Wrestling. It's actually down in Dyersburg, Tennessee. I met up with my trainer back home. We hit it off pretty early, had me come watch him at a show. Big guy, 6 foot, I think it was about 6'5", 6'6", 400 plus pounds.
Wow.
Move around with anybody. So immediately latched onto him because of how big he was, how easily he could move around the ring. Trained for about, I'd say 4 or 5 months, up until he had a falling out with the said promoter. He started up his own company, started doing live training from then up until pretty much present day.
All right, then. So far in your young career, what is your favorite match?
So many. But as far as ICAW goes, the one that really sticks out in my mind was me and Brandon Wolf's street fight, where we went from entranceway to concession stand, all the way back out, through these fans. We went everywhere. Tore this place apart.
I remember that match. While I was doing commentary, I remember the silver bullet right onto the desk.
Yes.
Phenomenal match.
That was great, and he topped it off with hitting me with his silver bullet from the second rope onto a chair to beat me. Yeah. And since me and Brandon Wolf, who's actually tag champs here recently.
That's true.
But, you know, like his moniker is, he's the lone wolf. He's a one-man dynasty. I don't know what's happened to him. I haven't seen him. Haven't heard from him. He won't return a phone call. I don't know. He's a lone wolf.
All right, Farmer, now we're going to play a bit of word association. I'm going to mention someone's name. I want you to honestly tell me what you think about him. Let's start with our heavyweight champion, Christopher J.
Christopher J. That's an easy one. He's a jerk. He's a jerk in and out of the ring.
Mike Slade.
Best in the business. That's all honesty right there. Best around. Man deserves everything he has.
What about someone like Zach Sawyer?
Next, Chris Jericho.
And finally, Playboy Paul Rose.
Oh, Playboy. Well, actually, I have some words for Playboy. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to even address him as Playboy. I'm going to address him as John Gammons. You know what, buddy? After everything that happened last show, you laid out me, Ray, and KB. Come this Toys for Tot show on December 10th. I want to do everything in my being to get my hands on you, around your neck, anywhere I can possibly get my hands on you after what you did to me, as close as we was. One of us ain't leaving here walking, brother. Period. I will get my hands on you. And this is not going to end well. Hope that answered it for you.
And finally, Farmer, what is actually next for Farmer Billy Hills? Where does Farmer Billy Hills go from here?
Well, after I'm done focusing on just ending anything that was either Gamer John Gammons, Playboy Paul Rose, as soon as I'm done and ending that and getting him the hell out of ICAW, I'm putting my focus right back on Christopher J. I am focusing on Christopher J. I'm going to have to, unfortunately, right now put him on the back burner because this stuff with me and Playboy Paul Rose, that's more than just business. It's personal. It's personal. We were brothers inside and outside of this ring. Whenever Jay turned on him, I was the one who was there for him. Sure, you put the match together between me and him, and me beating him is apparently something snapped in him. I don't know what it was, and honestly, I don't even care what it was. I want to get my hands on him. I don't even want to ask questions. He said enough at the end of that 6-man tag. He said enough. Laid out KB, laid out my tag partner, Cousin Ray. Laid me out with brass knucks of all things. It's coward. Coward. I should have seen it coming.
But you didn't.
But I didn't. You're right.
I don't think anyone saw that coming. Not even me.
I don't know what's gotten up in him, but I want to get it out of him one way or another. We will have answers December 10th.
Well, Farmer Bill Hills, I want to thank you for joining us here on Face Off. Much appreciated.
No problem.
Tune in next time to see who I face off with next.